Protesters hoping to block Donald Trump from winning the Electoral College vote today have failed. At least they did in South Carolina.
Exactly. Electors from all 50 states met today to cast their votes. Our Robert Kittle is live at the Statehouse tonight in Columbia with the latest on how South Carolina's meeting went. Robert.
The vote itself went quickly and smoothly, but the electors themselves acknowledged that they had gotten thousands of emails pleading with them to change their votes, and there was some emotional reaction when they didn't. About 75 protesters stood in a cold rain on the Statehouse steps, hoping their voices would be heard, holding signs saying things like "Foreign investors control Trump" and "Honor our Constitution, not Trump." They were hoping South Carolina electors would not vote for Trump. One of the biggest arguments is that one reason for the Electoral College is to prevent foreign influence on our elections.
It's something that is giving us great concern. You see bipartisan group of members in the Senate, Lindsey Graham led with Chuck Schumer, all saying that we need to investigate and see what influence the Russians had in terms of this particular election.
Lorraine Woodward drove all the way from Myrtle Beach to be here.
I would hope that they would understand that there are a lot of questions that still need to be answered and that they would not cast their vote for Donald Trump.
But all 9 electors gave their votes to Trump.
We're a little concerned after over 60,000 emails these electors have received. We were a little nervous. We didn't know if anyone had been able to flip.
One protester in the hall screamed when she heard the vote. She was escorted outside by security along with another protester who was screaming. State law required the electors to vote for the candidate who won the popular vote here.
When I was elected, I made a pledge that I would vote for whoever was the nominee, whoever won the election in the state of South Carolina.
A vast majority of Americans throughout the presidential election process place their faith in Donald Trump. And frankly, it's just sour grapes for those who lost.
Those protesters continued to march outside after the vote was taken, and then they dispersed, and they vowed to keep making their voices heard against Donald Trump. Live in Columbia, Robert Kittle, 7 News.
Robert, we know the law says these electors sort of have to go with the way the state voted, but in years past, have you ever seen a movement like this to get them to change their minds on the day of the vote?
I've never seen one, and I've been covering presidential races since 1980, giving away my age, but I've never seen anything like that, anything like this at all. In fact, and here in Columbia, I've been here almost 28 years, and have never covered the Electoral College vote before because it's always been just a formality that nobody questioned what was going to happen.
I bet most people didn't know, coming maybe before yesterday, that they even voted
that this
today.
even happened.
It's a little bit unusual. Robert Kittle live at the Statehouse for us today. Robert, thank you. President